Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I have a really exciting video because it's a little bit of a story time about a few nights ago when I had the opportunity to meet an amazing, famous reborn sculptor in our reborn world. So, if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about my experience and well, what happened that night, then just stay watching, and I will let you know what happened. This is my Princess Charlotte sculpt, and she is sculpted by Nikki Johnson. Nikki Johnson's from the UK, and this is actually her first sculpt she ever made. I was very, very fortunate to have the amazing, amazing opportunity to meet Nikki Johnson in person just a few nights ago. And it was all thanks to my good friend Brett, who has been chatting to Nikki online for the last little while. And when Brett found out that Nikki was coming to Australia to do a reborn sculpting course, a sculpting course, actually making sculpting beautiful babies like these, Brett asked her if we would be able to one afternoon catch up with Nikki. I have my Princess Charlotte sculpt from Nikki Johnson, and he also has the Trouble from Nikki Johnson, which I'm not sure if Trouble's her latest sculpt or I think it's one of her more recent sculpts anyway, Trouble is. And she agreed to meet up with us, and also other people from the sculpting course were going out for dinner, and they were really, really lovely. And I wanted to give a shout out to Jade and Samantha and the other amazing ladies that did the sculpting course with Nikki and Samantha. There was two teachers, Nikki and Samantha, and they are both amazing artists. And it was such a privilege and an honor to be able to actually meet the sculptor that made this amazing, amazing baby. Now, we had the opportunity to ask her some questions. So that's when I found out some information about Princess Charlotte. One of the really incredible things that I found out, which I didn't know, was that Princess Charlotte was indeed one of Nikki Johnson's very first kits. Well, she was the very first kit that she actually made. And she said that she used one of the lovely photos that were released when Princess Charlotte was first came out in public. And she used that picture to sculpt the lifelikeness of this beautiful, beautiful baby. And she then also informed me about Princess Charlotte's bonnet being back to front, which I actually did know. So I told her I actually did already know that Kate accidentally put Princess Charlotte's bonnet on the wrong way, which was really funny at the time, really cute. And I also informed Nikki that she didn't know this, that my Princess Charlotte box opening I've had on my channel for many years, because I bought this baby. She's a baby from Samantha Rose Harker, Sam's Reborn Nursery she also lives in the UK. I did a box opening video of this beautiful baby quite a few years ago. I think 4, 5, I don't know, I think 5 or 6 years ago, and that video is nearly at 4 million views. And so I told it's my biggest video on my whole channel, and I told Nikki how, like, that is my most popular video on my whole channel, and it's had nearly 4 million views, and she was like blown away, and said, so a lot of people have been seeing your baby. The footage of my box opening for this baby also was included in a Reborn documentary. So that was really, really cool, and a privilege to be included into that Reborn documentary, because I like to get out this hobby to as many people as we can, and to make it put it into a positive light, which is really important. And also, I was so, so honored that she actually signed my Princess Charlotte's body cloth body on her bottom. So she's now been signed by the sculptor, which is such an incredible honor, and I really appreciate her doing that for me. And Brett also took some beautiful photos of his trouble that Nikki signed, as well as his actual like COA. I think he got that one signed as well. So that was really, really special for us both to have that experience, to meet her in person and to get her to sign our things for us was a really, really special thing. So I just wanted to let everyone know. We also met, there was other amazing, amazing people there. We met Jade Warner, who is a really top prototype artist. She has reborn the Chase kit, the prototype Chase kit from Bonnie Brown, and if it wasn't the prototype, it was like she requested it to be reborn. Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't Bonnie Brown. It was the mum of Chase requested Jade Warner reborn hit the Chase kit for her. So that was a really big deal for the actual mum of the real baby to request that. That's a big, big responsibility, and Jade knocked it out of the park as usual. And so yeah, it was a really, really amazing night. And that's also when I took my Princess Charlotte with me inside the busy restaurant, and I had her there. And that's when I had all my reactions in the restaurant, because everyone was thinking, oh, look at the baby, and then they could see after a while that it wasn't really moving and stuff like that, and that's when their curiosity was spiked about her. So I'll just show you her little, I love these socks so much. And little cute legs. And so yeah, that's when we had some reborn reactions, which I had I made a whole video about. So if you didn't see that video about the reborn reactions with Princess Charlotte, just have a look on my channel. It was a previous video before this one. It's not hard to find. So yeah, I wanted to share with you my amazing, amazing opportunity and experience to meet Nikki Johnson in person, in the flesh. She's such an amazing lady as well as an incredible artist, and to have the opportunity was really, really a huge privilege for me. And I really appreciate the opportunity. So thanks to Brett for organizing it. Thanks to Nikki for agreeing to do it. It means a lot to me. Hopefully Brett would like to do a sculpting course with Nikki in the future. So who knows what the future will hold. Hopefully he will have an opportunity to work with her in the future, and that will be awesome. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed hearing my story about meeting a reborn artist, Nikki Johnson. I just still can't believe I met her. Like, it's how often you get the chance to meet the actual artist to the reborn these amazing the actually not reborn, that actually sculpt these out of clay, like chunks of clay, like to just make these babies. Just an incredible artistry, an incredible talent, and one that I myself would be absolutely amazed to be able to create that. So it's just mind-blowing how they can just get a piece of clay and they can just sculpt, and they use photos and stuff like that, and they just do an amazing job. So yeah, I just thought you would really, really enjoy seeing and hearing my story matching this beautiful baby here. Princess Charlotte is one of the many babies I have in my collection, and as I said earlier, I have had her for about 5 to 6 years. So she's not a recent sculpt. She was one of my first sculpts I had, although I had been collecting for a few years. But she was definitely, obviously, one of my earliest sculpts. But she is a forever baby, so I will never be selling this baby. As I said earlier, her artist is Samantha Rose Harker, which is an amazing UK artist who's a prototype artist as well. And she also I've also got I think like 4 more of her reborns, because I just loved her work so much. I have a Zachary from her, and I have a Kira from her, and I have a phoenix from her. So I just absolutely love her work. And Nikki was actually, and Jade were actually quite impressed with her with Samantha's work. So it was good for me to be able to share also the artistry of the reborning with the actual sculptor and another prototype artist. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the story today. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these gorgeous, gorgeous reborn babies. I just love them so much. So thanks for watching, and until next time, see you later.